Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today's another upcycling video, and it should, I hope, prove to be fun, fingers crossed. So in front of you, this is really big and I hope you can see it. I'll move it around so you can see it better. This is a big black denim coverall. It is from Universal Thread, so I'm assuming that's, is that Target? Or Old Navy. Is that Target? Yeah, I think it's Target. Anyways, it's a size 17. I got this at, actually I have two of them, I think. Yeah, I think I have two exactly alike. They were at a garage sale this summer and I picked them up. And I've been like going back and forth. What am I going to do? What could I do to upcycle these? So today's upcycle will be, how many things can we get out of one pair of coveralls? So I'm going to move it so you can kind of see it. It's pretty, the legs are pretty wide. It's got some front pockets. And then, yeah, it's got a couple back pockets. So yeah, I thought that might be a fun challenge for us for this next upcycling video. I have some thoughts about what I want to do. And I think, first off, I think the most logical, let me turn this around. It's always easier for me to see it like this. I think the most logical thing is, I think we're going to cut it off right above this band. So if we want to make something like pants or a skirt from the bottom, then we'll have we have the full zipper and a button. We'll just be cutting this off at the top of this. So we'll separate the top from the bottom is what I'm trying to say. I'm just going to start it here and just simply cut. I don't know, my scissors I think are getting a little dull. We're just going to cut on the north side of this band, and it should be fine doing that. And I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, I've separated them, and now we have this cute short cropped jacket, which I kind of have an idea about that. Then we have a kind of, these are they're very big and baggy. I mean, the whole thing is size 17, so they're going to be a little bit bigger, but they are, what I'm saying is the legs are just like, I mean, they're 12 inches across, you know? So they're a very big-legged pair of pants. So we're going to put these pants aside for now. And we're going to work on this jacket first. Per usual, I am going to cut these pockets off. Just because, like I've said many times, I like the fraying that happens. And I just think it looks cool. And I don't think there's that many people that really use these pockets, like the breast pocket. This is sewn here for like a pen or something. So, I don't know. Might have to pick that seam out. I am going to leave the flap and just take out the pocket. When that is washed, this gets fringy and it looks neat. So I'm going to go pick this out and then I'll be back. All right, so I've thought about this for a few minutes here, and I may be making a mistake, but you know what? This is what I love about upcycling, and this is what I love taking you with me for. So I am considering losing these sleeves and putting something else on, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So I don't know if this is going to turn out, but I don't always, you know, plan ahead. So we're just going to wing it. 5.5. right about there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to cut this up. It's a little tough right there. All right, we're going to set this sleeve to the side because we're going to see how many items we can make from one pair of coveralls. Okay. Sleeve number. So while I was overlooking for something else for the bottom of this, I saw these extra sleeves that I had from another project, and I thought, oh, that would be fun. They aren't black, but I think it'll be fine. I think black, blue, and maroon will go. It has a lot of excess. I don't know yet what we're going to do about that. We'll figure it out. We'll just figure it out. So what I'm going to do now, let me just show you. These are the sleeves that are going on this, and it's going to be shirt sleeves. So something like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this piece on the mannequin and then go line up these pieces and pin them on so that I can sew them. So probably I will come back when these are both sewn on. All right, I'm back from the sewing machine. I got the two sides with the sleeves sewn on. So I've been trying to think what I want to do for my next step, and had a couple options to just fill in and have this be a longer kind of jacket type, or cut it off evenly and then do something around the bottom. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I need to cut this extra piece off. I think I'm just going to freehand and just kind of cut in a circular, kind of like that. I love this bleach shirt. It's one from a different project, and I love the way the bleach made the shirt look. That's what made me want to keep these for another project. Okay, so now we have our short jacket with our cool bleached sleeves. Now, what are we going to do around the bottom? Okay, I went and had some lunch and thought about this for a few. I found this ruffle. Yeah, I guess that's just what you're going to call it. This ruffle that I had cut off from something else, another project. I thought maybe this would be cute on the bottom of this, but it's not big enough. So what I'm going to do, fold this in half, giving me the spot where it would be the middle, or the middle of the back. And then I'm going to open this up, and the seam right here is the middle. So on the back, I will take this and pin this around what's left of it on that side, and this other direction. You see what I'm saying? So it will run out approximately somewhere like that. We will have this area, and I will figure out something else for the front to kind of blend this in. But I think this will be cute. It'll give us a little links on it, and it's a neutral color, so it'll go with everything here. So that's what I'm going to do for that. In case you're new here, I fly by the seat of my pants. I don't come, usually, not always, but usually I don't come with some kind of a dedicated plan of what I'm going to do. I just go with the flow, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. I find it more enjoyable for me that way. That I don't know, just it's a surprise, I guess. Whatever hits me at the moment, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to have a bit here in the front where there isn't anything. I don't know if I'll add in, somehow try to add in what's left of this shirt. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to go pin this on, probably maybe put it on the mannequin, pin this on, and then sew it, and I'll be back and we'll decide how we're going to finish up the front part. Okay? Okay, I have the ruffles sewed on to the bottom of this jacket. Just trying to flip it around here. So that leaves us with just this much on either side. So I don't know, about 7 inches. So I'm trying to locate something in my stash that will work to fill that in, to give us a base, to gap that hole there. And I have this sheet I've used in the past. It's really pretty. It's got a really unusual pattern to it, and it's very neutral, and I think it will go well with what we have here already. So I'm going to just gather this piece a little bit on top and fit it into this section here, and then I'll sew this part together with this part. That makes sense. The same over here. So I'm going to do that right now, and then I'll be back. Okay, I think it turned out cute, and it just blends with the colors well. So that worked out to patch up this area. So then I have these pieces of lace that I kind of want to sew at the top of this section. They're a little wrinkled, but I'm going to sew those right across the top here. And yeah, I'll be back when that's done. Okay, I am done sewing the pieces of lace to the top. I like what that added. It just, I don't know, every little bit that we've added adds to this piece. And sometimes these things take on a life that you didn't expect. Like I didn't expect to be making a long jacket type thing from this. But as I got going, that's just, I don't know, just what came to me. So right now I want to kind of break up some of this tan on the front and add some of the shirt so that we can bring this color back in. I think once we get these patches sewn on, I'm going to see how these sleeves fall when I put this on myself, because I'm going to try this on and see how these sleeves fall. But yeah, I think after adding these and checking the sleeves, we'll probably be done with this piece, because I want to move on to the rest of the coveralls, and this video is going to be long. I'm debating on whether I should split it up now into two parts, because it is it's going to be long. So anyways, let me go sew these on and then I'll be back. Okay, I want to dress up this patch a little bit, so I'm going to take this piece of lace and just sew that in that corner. I took a piece of this corduroy scrap that I have, and then this heart from it scrap I had, I just cut it out, and we're going to just sew around all of these, kind of just fancy this side up a little bit. Okay, I am back, and that's, we got that on there, and so this patch on first and then put this on and went around it with a straight stitch. I like it. I think it really adds something to that area. So the last thing, probably the last thing I want to do to this, I'm really loving this, by the way. This is the next day again, and when I came up here this morning to start in again, I really looked at this, and it felt, I don't know, better to me. Like I looked at it and I'm like, oh, I really do like this. It is cute. Not that it wasn't cute yesterday, but sometimes when you're working on something, you keep seeing it and seeing it, seeing it, and you're like, I don't know, does this even look good? And so I was pleasantly surprised when I came up here this morning. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I love it. So the sleeves are an issue. They're too long. They were long sleeves to begin with, and then when you add these on like that, when they're farther down, it makes them long. So what I want to do is I have just kind of randomly, just not randomly, just loosely, I guess what I'm trying to say, pinned this right here. So I put this on, and this is kind of where I think it needs to be. So what I'm going to do is, see, there's that button area, you know, where that's, you know, on the cuff. So I want to keep that and just, I guess, fold this, the rest of this under to get just like a regular hem on there. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to do this to this one and the other side, and I'll be back when they're both done. Okay, I'm back. I got the sleeves just perfect, I think. So now they're the right length, and they're just straight across. No more cuffs. No more cuffs. So, one last thing I wanted to do before we're going to call this done is I want to kind of cut at, I know it's going to seem weird. I want to cut at this around the top of the collar, because when you do that, when you wash it, it'll be kind of fringy. So I want to just kind of chop away a little bit around the collar. And then I think we're going to call this one done. This video is going to be too long now, I think, to do any more projects with the coveralls. So I think this will be part 1. And then next week will be part 2. And I'll finish up, hopefully, other items, and we'll finish up the coveralls. I had hoped to do this all in one video, but what was I thinking? I know it's going to take longer than that. So, yeah, I'm just going to maybe I'll trim a little bit around this flap and around the collar to when I wash it, it'll be hopefully frayed like these are. And then we will call this piece done. I will do pictures and things like I normally do with this, and then that'll be the end of this section or this part of this video. Then next week's video will be hopefully the finishing up of the coveralls. You know, this stuff takes twists and turns, and you just never know what you're going to do until you do it. And just one thing leads to another, or my whole plan was never to do anything like this. This just came about, and I think it turned out cute. I like it. I like the colors together, and it's a fun little fall jacket. So, okay, I am going to let you go until when you see me next, you'll see pictures of this after it's washed on the mannequin and stuff like that. Okay, you guys, I am back from washing this, and as you can see, I clipped around this, and there's fraying there, which I love, fraying around here, and then there's lots of fraying around the collar where I clipped that. So it just adds to the shabby look of the product that you're making. Number 1, it's a jacket, tunic, whatever you want to call it. It was great for fall. Throw it over a pair of jeans, skinny jeans with some boots. Stay tuned, because right after this, there's going to be pictures of this on a mannequin and possibly me wearing it in a video so you can get a better look at it. After that, it'll be going up into my Etsy store if anybody is interested in grabbing this little cutie for your fall wardrobe. So, all right, you guys, this is part 1. Part 2 will be next week, and we'll get into the rest of the coveralls to see what else we can make from them. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.